now let's get into serious topics, serious discussions, like Battlefield and video games.
New Battlefield.
All right, check it out, my dude. So apparently, the pre-alpha gameplay for Battlefield came out. I didn't even know about this. If it's anything like Battlefield 2042, I am not interested. I'm gonna continue. I have now fallen in love with Delta Force when it comes to strategy shooters, and if this Battlefield is not like a return to its roots, I'm talking Battlefield 3, I'm talking Battlefield 4. In terms of destruction, in terms of map dynamics, map diversity. Best example would be the rush maps in Battlefield 3. If I don't see something to those extents, then frankly, I'm not returning. Battlefield 2042 is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life.
Gameplay footage just dropped. It's not much, but it does give us a sense of the art style and combat in the multiplayer game. Let's take a look. This is a few seconds from a video recently posted on the Battlefield YouTube channel where they talk about various elements of the game, plus the new lab's playtesting environment which you can sign up for. So in the pre-alpha gameplay clip, we can see a very gritty, realistic looking
I would be so down to sign up for that and try it out firsthand.
Environment, potentially set in the Middle East. We know that the new game will have a modern day setting. That's how to think about this. We see an M1 Abrams tank surging forwards with soldiers in camo gear sprinting behind it. This one's seen carrying a backpack, assault rifle and some kind of face covering. The point of view, whoever is playing here reloads an M4A1 carbine with a foregrip and a hollow sight, weapon customization. It's probably back. In the next clip, the tank fires a shot into the building on the right while other soldiers run and also take cover. Moving on now, on the other side of the street, soldiers run down a covered path, explosions and debris fly all around them. Plenty of kinetic energy in this scene. The soldier also screams "go go," maybe alluding to more battle chatter as you play. A squad of soldiers then...
Yeah, because like we're not seeing a HUD, right? But very much so this could be the radio menu, you know? So, okay, I get what he's saying.
Run down the center of the street towards a wrecked bus and past burning tank traps. Some kind of grenade or rocket explodes near them, sending a shockwave of shrapnel and smoke through the air. The facade of a building then crumbles down to the ground, creating sparks and smoke.
I like that. I like to see the destruction on the buildings there. That's
as
nice.
It goes, and in the final clip, a player runs up, fires an RPG at a building, causing the whole frontage of it to burst and begin to crumble in death.
That I'm more concerned about. See, there's destructible environments, and then there's like environments that can be procced to be destroyed. Where if you hit something, if you hit the wall with an explosive, the entire wall is gonna crumble. Even if it's with an RPG or whether it's with a grenade. You just hit it in perfect spot, the whole freaking building falls apart anyways. You get what I'm saying? That's the only concern I have.
Devastating fashion. One of the soldiers the player runs past here also features some kind of ghillie helmet or netting on their helmet for camouflage. This could be a recon character, as we know that classes are returning for the new game. And that's about it. In total, around 8 to 10 seconds of gameplay. The music is from Battlefield 3, the main theme as far as I can tell. And after seeing this clip, that's the vibe that I got in general. Almost an updated version of Battlefield 3, bringing it to modern standards of graphics and audio. There's clearly an emphasis on...
And again, it is what I want. Exactly what I'm asking for. How much of this is going to be a return to form, and how much of this is just them going to be playing on the nostalgia points of Battlefield 3? That's my concern.
On violent explosive combat, the destruction here looked very detailed too, and maybe rubble drops are back based on that clip where you can fire a rocket at a wall and then damage players underneath that the rubble might fall onto. An observation I made here is that it looks like they've got rid of tactical sprint, as no one in the whole video does that thing where they hold their gun up and starts moving at maximum pace, so perhaps it'll be just sprint for this game. The animations certainly look and feel a bit weightier and grounded too. Before we get on...
I can see, I honestly, I feel like as convenient as tactical sprint is, it really changes the flow of the gameplay and makes it way less tactical. It makes it way less strategic, I would say.
Onto Battlefield Labs, there were a few more snippets of gameplay and assets in the background throughout the video, but it's mostly...
I'm just saying, you want to get somewhere quickly across the map, find a vehicle. Get a vehicle,
blurred or
That's
on
a lot of
screens in the
equipment that them
background, so
soldiers
it's
carry.
hard to make out. However, we did see work in
They're nearly
progress
100 pounds worth of
destruction.
equipment,
We saw
if
some
not
soldier
more.
models with goggles. You do hear more Battlefield 3 style callouts from soldiers, shouting, swearing, etc. There's a model of a Black Hawk too. We did see this in a previous concept art, so these could be returning as transport vehicles. Now then, Battlefield Labs, what is it? This is a new playtest initiative for the game, and they said a few things about it towards the end of the video. The developers say that they've been prototyping and playtesting a lot, which ultimately led them to Battlefield Labs, which is a new development initiative where players will get to test specific focus areas in the game. Think of it like a new version of CTE, but before the game is out. Some interesting quotes from the video were the following. They've done similar things in the past, but this is another level. It's before we launch the game with so much more content. It's an exciting way for us to interact with our audience before things go live and make sure what we have is really fun and polished. All the new features will be tested: combat, weapons, maps, modes, vehicles, gadgets. We can try different things, but also validate what players are expecting for Battlefield. The feedback is crucial in helping knowing what to prioritize, what needs improvement, what feels like a true Battlefield experience. And finally, the game is pre-alpha right now, so they feel now is the right time to test all of the experiences they're building for upcoming launch and beyond. At the end of this section in the video, they said that if you want to learn more, you can join their Discord and there's a sign-up link. So, what are the implications here? I think the first thing worth noting is that the game is still pre-alpha right now. It doesn't have an official title yet. You can't pre-order it, you can't buy it. It doesn't even have a release date. So, perhaps late this year for full release, perhaps even next year, we don't know yet. This also potentially signals a change of behavior if they're being true to their words. Mass testing online with players this early on in development and before launch has not been done before for Battlefield, to my knowledge. We all know how bad the launch of Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 2042 went. Many technical issues and design choices that did not deliver for fans. Battlefield 2042 suffered greatly from this. For me personally, I first played BF 2042 in the technical playtest, which was mid-August in 2021. That was just on the orbital map with grey textures, 4 characters, a few weapons and vehicles. I think I lasted about 45 minutes. The next time I played...
what sucked too is that, like, the skeleton of a great game was there for Battlefield 2042. It was just garbage, like map design, garbage. Ugh, like so much. It was so. It was buggy, glitched out. The freaking like. It was an empty map. Like specifically this map that he's on. If you ever played in the desert area, there was no freaking cover. So you were basically just getting like sniped from the freaking middle of the sand, doing this 24/7. It was just bad map design overall. The freaking the terrain destruction was basically gone, which was a staple of the series up to that point. It was
the beta in October 2021 with everyone else, and we were told that it was a 3-month-old version of the game. The game then released a month later in November 2021, and the glaring issues were still present, but they still went ahead with the launch. For the new title, bringing many players in this early could help in a lot of different ways. It will definitely help in terms of identifying technical problems, map glitches, balance, anti-cheat, expectations, etc. But as far as game design goes, I suppose it depends on how willing Battlefield are to address crucial feedback and make changes. That remains to be seen. I would be skeptical about this too, because even though the gameplay clip they showed in the video today will excite many people, and the things that they're saying are ticking a lot of boxes, remember that many people were blown away by the reveal trailer for Battlefield 2042, which again looked incredible, felt like Battlefield, but the reality of the gameplay experience was very different. Some of the gameplay snippets I picked up from the video, they mentioned Breakthrough, obviously a very popular mode, so highly likely to return. You do see a shot of an interact prompt on an objective too.
Wait, so is Breakthrough the one where... Because there is one map in Battlefield, I think 3, where you would like start off at a park, then you blow up the freaking like the surface of the park, then you go into a metro, and then you blow up the freaking metro, like you get an exit out into the city on the other side. and then you have to fight inside of the city now. Like, that was the sickest map ever, and I still love it to this day, bro. Bring that back. Oh, that game mode, that
they
game
mentioned
type.
helicopters crashing into buildings,
You
roofs
have to
dropping
switch
on
to
your
a
head,
shotty one in
and
the
jets,
Metro or
so it would
SMG,
seem
because you know we
tanks,
got a little bit
as we
more
saw,
close range.
helis and jets will all
Snipers
be
in the
there to
first
some degree.
area, and then
There was another
ARs
big
in the
announcement
last.
in the video
Amazing.
to Battlefield Studios. They said that they've never before had this many teams and talent dedicated to Battlefield and are planning to create a new and exciting future for the franchise. Battlefield Studios are 4 studios working together on the new game. You've got DICE in Stockholm, Sweden, responsible for the multiplayer part of the game. Destruction, class play, squad play, vehicles, gadgets, all of the underlying systems that drive that experience. Motive in Montreal, they're working on multiplayer maps and single-player mission content, planning to deliver a cinematic experience. LA, Ripple Effect, quote, working on an experience that's really going to open Battlefield up to a whole group of new players, but really still exciting that core audience that has made this franchise so successful.
Working on an experience that is really going to open Battlefield up to a whole group of new players. But really still excited that that core audience that has made this franchise so successful. What, are they going to add another Battle Royale again? What do you mean, to a group of new players? This is concerning now.
Long-standing
That kind of
rumors
language
and
is very
speculation,
concerning.
it's a bit of a no-brainer, insinuate that this will be a free-to-play Battle Royale experience. Fingers crossed that it is separate from the main game though. Ripple Effect were also the driving force on Portal for BF 2042, which was woefully underdeveloped and represented. No mention of that in the new video, sadly, but I'd love to see it come back as the potential for that was huge. And then the final studio is Criterion, based in the UK. They've been supporting Battlefield for a decade, and they are now classed as a fully fledged partner, mainly focusing on the single player experience. The campaign is back for Battlefield. I'd love to see the campaign focus more on a single squad again, like it used to, rather than the war stories that we had in BF1 and BF5. You didn't really get much chance to learn or care about the characters, but when you think about Bad Company 2, BF3...
Dude, I gotta say, was it Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5? The freaking story of the crew in the tank? Phenomenal, bro. If you really... I just wish like that you followed that story the entire campaign.
The squad play, the dynamic there with the narrative, it's so important to how that feels. That's about it. That's all the info that I could squeeze out of this one. As always, do let me know your thoughts below on the new gameplay clips, the Battlefield Labs thing too. Try your luck. The website to sign up has just gone live and it says that it will be under NDA. It's an unfinished puzzle and they'll be testing Conquest and Breakthrough. If you want to get involved, there's a sign up now link on the website. And to begin with, it will be limited to a few thousand participants with servers located in Europe and North America. Over time, they're going to invite tens of thousands more with support for further territories. And with that said, I'm off for today. Thanks for watching. Drop me a like if you enjoyed.
Interesting. So, but it'll be protected by NDA, which means I wouldn't be able to live stream it, even if I got chosen.
The video, a dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
It would be very risky to even discuss it or talk about it. Well, there you go, my dudes. Go check out Jack Frags.
New Battlefield.
Go drop him a like, go drop him a sub. Phenomenal video, my dudes. Informative. I am excited to see what they do with this one. It seems like they got their head in the right, turned in the right direction. But well, of course, we thought the same thing for 2042. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!